So what we're fixing to show you, which is going to be on this side of the trailer over here once we get past this gate.
Jack Pleasant was a corporate guy for much of his working career, but he'd always had a hankering to try something on the farm. After all, family had owned some of this beautiful land near Roxboro for more than 230 years.
An ancestor of mine bought the first 200 acres in 1797.
And Jack had some experience working with animals.
I had milked cows, I had, ridden the mules to the tobacco fields. I had done all of those kind of things growing up as a kid, but I never had any responsibility. I've had a dog or two before, and we had a cat at the time, and that was my livestock experience.
Until 2001, when he purchased his first bison.
Why mess around with something small when you can go big?
Today, Sunset Ridge Buffalo Farm covers 260 acres, roughly 2 acres for every animal in Jack's current herd. They need lots of room to roam in order to thrive. After all, they are the largest land animal in North America. With an average height of around 7 feet and weight of 2,000 pounds for a mature bull, they can still run close to 40 miles an hour, and they can jump a 6-foot fence. They are not an easy choice for even a veteran rancher to work with. So I asked Jack, why bison?
I was interested in the nutritional profile, and I was interested in the taste. I knew that there weren't many people in North Carolina and in the East that had bison, and I thought it might be a niche product. You can look at them and you can see that that cow down there is probably one of the 1,300-pound cows. I knew that the numbers were not great. It was never going to be a big commercial product, but it might be a good niche product. There are more beef slaughtered in the United States before lunchtime every day than the total existence of the bison population. For me, it's enjoyable. They're iconic. They're more environmentally friendly grazers. There are people that like the buffalo, and I happen to be one of those.
But the feelings are not really that mutual. The bison don't really appreciate all that Jack has done for them.
He refused to go through the chute for the last 5 years.
They don't care for close encounters. While cattle can be curious and even friendly, bison would just as soon be left alone. So Jack has a deal with this herd. The bison agree to let Jack lead some tours to see them up close now and then, as long as he allows the bison to move around to greener pastures.
Oh yes, they like to move from one spot to another. That's the give me a home where the buffalo roam. Well, if they are in this pasture around the house, they may travel from one end back around the pond and back to the other side 10 times during the day. They like to keep moving. In fact, most of the time you would find them resting at this time of day, but I turned them into this pasture this morning, and they like the looks of that Johnson grass, and they're going after it.
Farm tours at Sunset Ridge are appropriate for families, friends, big groups, or even small ones. You won't be petting any bison, but you'll get plenty of time to see them relaxed and happy, much like they might have looked when they roamed the plains hundreds of years ago.
Sunset Ridge Buffalo Farm is at 465 Yarborough Road near Roxboro. That's in Person County. Now, tours are by appointment only, so give them a call at 336-599-1297 or go online to sunsetridgebuffalo.com.